Hi everyone, it's Kira Garfolo, your instructor for Math 109. I wanted to take just a few moments to walk you through our Blackboard page as well as the MyLab products that you'll need for your textbook and your homework. Please keep in mind as you watch this video that this is just one section's page, depending on the modality of your course, if it's fully face-to-face, if it's hybrid, if it's online only. It may look a little bit different within each segment. You may see different ordering of items, things like that, but the same material will be there for you. The same ideas, the same syllabus length, the same stuff like that. So just keep that in mind as you go forward. So when you open our Blackboard page, the first thing you're going to see is a button that says Start Here, Welcome to Math 109. As you might imagine, that's where you can start learning more about our course. The virtual course tour button is this right here, so you've already found that. Good job. And then we have a course overview. The course overview is a really high level, just looking at the course from way up above, what you're going to learn, tips for success, something I'd certainly pay attention to, and what you should be ready to do before you even enter this class. You should be able to perform these basic tasks if you'd like to succeed in this course. If you need more review for these topics, you can certainly reach out to me. Our textbook has a great algebra toolbox at the very beginning of each chapter, and that can be helpful for review. And the Math Center can also help brush up on some of your skills. On the next bullet, we have course objectives and key dates. This is just a really quick reference point for you for when our class starts and ends, the drop deadline, the withdrawal deadline, and when our final exam will be. And then you can also find your course level objectives here. So at the end of this class, if you succeed in our course, you'll be able to do all 5 of these very broad topic items. If you click on Meet Your Instructor, you'll see a nice picture of me. There's another video right here at this link. If you'd like to learn more about me and watch a video of me introducing myself, you can read most of it below as well. Perhaps the most important information for you will be right here. This is my office phone number. I don't recommend using my phone number as your primary method to reach me. It's only if I'm in my office. I can't check voicemail off campus. If you need to get in touch with me, this email address is definitely the best, fastest way to do it. It's actually synced to my personal cell phone too, so there's a good chance that you'll get a fairly quick response that way. My office location, I'm located in the University Transfer Building, office number 225, and here are my office hours. You'll see that I have office hours in person as well as online. Please read these instructions for online joining for office hours, because I usually, while I'm available, I'm usually not just sitting there on Zoom waiting. It slows everything else down, and if nobody shows up, it kind of isn't a good use of anyone's time. So while I'm certainly happy to help you, you'll want to follow these instructions to be sure that I'm there and available. During a lot of these times, I can also make appointments for face-to-face, or if none of these times work for you, certainly reach out and we can find something that works. You can read all of this. I don't want to insult your intelligence. I know you know how to read. There's more biography. I do try to get things graded quickly. I try to respond quickly. I know that eases a lot of anxiety for a lot of students. So if you ever need to reach out, here's how you reach me. On the next point, we have materials and technology. The big take home here is that you don't need to buy a textbook for our course. Everything is included in inclusive access, and you'll see that as soon as you click on our homework link. There is a way to opt out of that, but I would strongly advise against it, because you'll still have to buy the homework and all of that. And if you don't complete the homework, you're not going to pass the class. And so you can talk to the bookstore about those options. There is an option to opt out, but usually what we find is that buying those products that you'll still need, even if you have a textbook somewhere from a previous class, it's still more expensive to go buy a la carte. So I encourage all my students just to go with it. It will be billed after drop add automatically to your account. Also of importance here, make sure that you have a TI-83 or a TI-84 calculator for this course. You are not allowed to use an 89, and you cannot use other ones either. 83, 84 are required. Our course syllabus is here on this link, and it will bring you to this page. Again, this is a very long document. I don't want to insult your intelligence. You can find more information about contacting me, just like it was already in the Blackboard shell. There's course description. There's all kinds of rules for Greenville Tech, for the math department, for School of Arts and Sciences. Of importance to you specifically, your grade breakdown is that standard, 90, 80, 70, 60. Your grade will be calculated following these rules. Each test is going to be 14% of your grade. One of them can be replaced by the final exam if it's higher. Your homework's 10%. You'll have quizzes that are 5%, an end of course project that's 5%, and your final exam will be 24%. You must take the exam. There's no exemption. That's a math department policy. I am not going to be accepting late quizzes, late homework, extending due dates, things like that, but I will drop 2 of your homework scores and I will drop your lowest quiz score. You can read about math policies. These are my personal policies. I've already discussed most of them. Just be professional. If you need to reach out to me and you know that you have a conflict way in advance, reach out to me way in advance and we can work that out. Okay. I'm a reasonable person, but also I need to hold some boundaries to make sure that it's fair for everybody. More policies. If you have any question about the policies, please reach out. If you're taking this class in person, you probably won't use Respondus Lockdown. But if you are taking it online, you will certainly want to read about Respondus Lockdown. That is how your test will be proctored if you're taking an online course. Let's see. Remember to pay attention to the attendance guidelines for the school. Don't get dropped for not being marked present within the first 14 days, or within the first 7 days, or within 14 consecutive days at any point during the semester. Don't get dropped for that. At the very bottom here is a schedule of what we will do each day that we meet. Again, if you're taking this class in a different modality, it may look a little bit different than this. But you can always find this in this document. And you can also find it, since that's a very long document, I have a downloadable right here back in Blackboard, the course schedule. And it's just a PDF that has all the same information. Once you have read the syllabus and other material in here, you do need to go complete this assignment. That is going to be the policy acknowledgement form that is going to basically be a binding document that says, hey, I understand the policies for this course. This is not an optional thing. You must do it. It's very simple, okay? You're going to open it. Of course, you're seeing it from my side. Okay, you're going to open it and you are going to be able to download a document here. And this document is just a Word document, and you just put your basic information in it. You agree that you are going to follow the rules, that you're qualified for the course, etc., etc. You'll download it, save it to your computer, and then you will attach it here as your submission and hit submit. That needs to be done the first week of class. Also, you're going to have your very first quiz the first week of class. It's just a syllabus quiz. Take it as many times as you want, but I strongly encourage you to get 100% because it actually counts as a real quiz. It's good information you need to know, and it counts as a real quiz, so take advantage of 100 while you can. In this student resources folder, there is information about the Math Center to get some free tutoring here at Greenville Tech. There's a calculator help sheet that's very basic information. Most of what we do, I will show you specifics, but it's a good reference to go back to, especially if you're stuck at 11 o'clock at night doing homework one night. There's an algebra cheat sheet that can help you remember some of the common mistakes that I see students making with basic algebra. You cannot use this on tests, but it's a really good reference. If you ever need to Zoom me, here's the link. And then there's just some Greenville Tech links involved here. Right here is where you'll opt out of inclusive access if you choose to make that decision. Again, I strongly, strongly discourage you from making that decision. Okay. Right here is the MyLab Math. This is where you're going to find your textbook, you're going to find your homework, and you're going to find a whole bunch of other stuff, okay? When you are doing your homework and you get into graphing, you might find this video useful. It's just a real quick video that shows you how to use the graphing tool that you're going to use on your homework. It's kind of a learning curve if you've not used Pearson before. So I made this video a couple semesters ago just to help students get that idea. Your textbook is right here as the e-text. And then you can choose MyLab here. Your course home will take you to a calendar. It has more information. All assignments will take you just to a listing of your homework. Both of these will get you to your homework. They'll get you in different places in MyLab. Use whatever you prefer. Additional MyLab links has a ton of, there are videos, things like that. If you need help, if you need more review, if you need more help, you want more practice, this is a great place to go for ungraded help. Now, if we click on the course home, it's going to bring you to the student landing page, and it's going to look something like this. Now, no homework has been completed, but once you have completed some homework and some tasks in MyLab, right up here where this blank % is, that's going to show you your overall MyLab grade. That is not your overall course grade. That is your overall grade in MyLab, so your overall homework grade, okay? It also is going to show you a calendar of the upcoming 2 weeks. And down here, you're going to see all of the assignments for the entire semester in order of due date, okay? Homework's first, quizzes are second. When you click on the homework, you'll be able to access them. They're all open and available to you now. I would wait until we do them, but if you like to work ahead, go for it. Your homework is all multiple attempts. You can try it as many times as you want until the due date. And then, like I said, nothing after that. If the due date for an assignment has passed and you would like to review homework, you can click up here on your grade and it will show you your score, and then you can say see all results. Once you have completed an assignment, it'll be listed right here and you can click on it, and that lets you go review the problems without changing your grade. So once the due date's passed, that's where you'll see your problems. That's where you can check your homework, you can review your homework for a test, things like that. Going back to our Blackboard shell, that's really most of it. Each chapter, though, has its checklists and objectives, so things that you need to make sure that you do to make sure you succeed during that chapter. And then each chapter's objectives are also listed here. Each chapter has lecture materials. Again, this particular screenshot's from a face-to-face course. So all the PowerPoints are listed first, and then links to recorded lectures are down here. If you're taking it online, those might be in reverse order. But everyone has access to fully recorded lectures. So if you miss class, if you're face-to-face, if you need some refresher, you have access to that. There's also departmental lecture notes that go through the whole course and also show some other short videos and some summarized instructions. Before each test, you'll have test review information. And that test review material is great. It's usually old tests, old study guides, things like that. Okay, I think that should be enough to get you through. If you have any questions whatsoever, you can always reach out to me. I will make weekly announcements. They'll pop up when they're new when you log in, but if you don't click on them then, you can see them here in announcements. Oh, looks like there's a bunch of announcements there that I need to go clean out. And then you can also see your grades here in the grade book. That will show you all of your current grades, anything that is upcoming, things like that. You can always send me a course message also right here. You can email me directly through your Gmail, or you can send an email message through Blackboard. Okay, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in class.